The next thing we're going to do is add labels describing the physical characteristics of the animal. So we're going to go back next door. We're going to look at what we've written in physical characteristics, and that is going to help us. So, for example, I see that it tells me how long the animal is. So if you have 2 inches or feet or centimeters or meters, you can choose one, or you can do both if you want. It doesn't matter. So I see that it says 30 centimeters long. So I'm going to go back next door and I want to show how long it is. So I can go left up and down or left to right because my picture is a little bit, but I want to see starting from the head to the tail. So if I go to the shape, I'm going to click on shape, go down to arrow, and to show how long it is, I want an arrow that goes and I'm going to start it at the head and try to go all the way to where I see the end of the tail and let go. And now I have an arrow that's showing this. Now I'm going to say, what is that from here to here? So I'm going to go back to my T for text box and click. Now if I go back next door, I can look at my note, 38 centimeters long. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to type that in. 38, after number, we have to have a space. Centimeters long. You might have meters or whatever you have. Then we can make it a little bit bigger. Right now it's 14. We can make it about 18. That way we'll have enough space to put all our other facts. Now I have how long it is. I can then go and add all the different ones by adding an arrow. So I'm going to go back to an arrow, but this time I'm going to use like a side to side or up or down arrow. And so I can click on one, and if I look back, I want to say that it's spotted. So I can click on this circle right here and I can turn it a little bit. I click, hold down, hold down, hold down. I can make the arrow smaller by going to the corner. And now I'm going to add my label. Click, click, and write spotted. Again, I can click, hold down, let go, so that I can, and I want to pull, pull, pull so that my text box is hugging the words. So I'm pointing to the spots on the animal. I'm going back next door and I can look at the next. Oh, it's an amphibian. So I can now add that one. I'm going to go to my arrow. I can choose an arrow. I can go to the circle, hold down, hold down, hold down. If I want, I can make it thinner by going to the corner. And I can point to it now and I can T for text box and click. All right, amphibian. I can click, hold down, and make it larger. Last but not least, I want the text box to hug the words. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to keep adding the different facts into my diagram. So when you're finished, your goal is to have as many characteristics about your animal. You can add about what their eyes look like, their tongues, their mouths, their hands, how many feet they have, if they have a tail or not, what kind of animal they are. And you can just continue to add about your animal in the diagram.